Always surround yourself with good people, that's what I say. Oh, thank you, I really appreciate that. I should do more though. I have eased off just a little bit, but I should do a little bit more. And I will be doing. Is that... Has John just popped up?
I didn't see.
Hey up, John, you alright, mate? What, John? What? Have I done something?
Oh, I must be missing you.
Oh, you're missing me, mate. Oh, thank you for the spamming. I appreciate it. Please like, repost, get it out there to people who need to know or don't need to know. Whatever. It's all good. Thank you ever so much for that, people. I really appreciate it. Hey up, Quirky. Everyone, right. Say there's a decent amount of people in here now. Let me just turn down the music and I think we should get on with it, don't you? Let me just turn that down. Can't Stop the Feeling. Absolutely love that song. Right. What needs to be said? So, there's an awful lot that's been going one particular way quite recently, and the argument is getting out there on the app. I've got a list of bullet points as well as a few little facts, plus a little bit of insight more into what I'm talking about and what they're talking about. So tonight, obviously, I'm talking about Joe. Now, I'm going to use shortened names for anything that could be deemed as anything close to copyright, and I always like the fair use policy. It's something that we need to stick to. Accuracy is the only thing that matters in awareness, so the right message can get out to the right people. But unfortunately, we've got a couple of rogue people roaming around the awareness community, purporting to be this big awareness, where this bastion of safety for people to come as vulnerable as you are from whatever background, that you can come into this community, you can have your say, and then they'll take it on board and help you work it out. They say they're here to help. We're here for you, vulnerable people specifically. So obviously I'm talking about the Misfits. So the Misfits are actually a collective of people. It's not just Joe. They're actually like 4 main characters. Now, I ain't gonna name these main characters because that is exactly what they're after. They're after clout, some type of use, to be used over on the internet somewhere else. What is this? Sorry, I've just had something pop up.
Swipe it, that's it.
Oh, sorry, it's a swipe thing. So yes, they've been all over causing, I feel, harassment and alarm, and we're always talking about bullying. I feel that this is a prime example. Now, I'm not going to go into certain specifics that would give out anybody's private information, anything personal that I found or what I can find in the public sphere. And I found out an awful lot. And once again, we're going to get into the debate. I just wanted to start it. Sorry.
Just say people are welcome to have their chat and their say in the comments. Just keep the comments respectful, polite, and then everybody will not get in any bother. So
yeah,
have your say in the comments. You'll not get blocked or muted for having an opinion as long as it's a respectful one.
Well, that's it. Isn't that how it should be? We should treat all of us, each other's, with respect. It doesn't matter if you like or dislike the person. You just have to treat people on a human level. And I feel this is what we're really missing here with this. And I'm going to do awareness group because I've had several attacks. Phone reveal.
No.
What does that mean? I don't know. Phone reveal. So anyway, so these people are masquerading Oh, sorry. What phone I've got? It's what phone have I got?
Samsung A53?
It's a Samsung A53. Sorry, I didn't quite get it. I was like, I'm crap with technology as well, EQ. I really am. It's something that I struggle with. The wife just helped me out a lot, as you know. So, yeah, it's we're going to get into it, and I want to start something light before I go into the serious, because you know we don't want to take life so serious all the time, and sometimes some situations get a little bit heated when they should be just a normal conversation, perhaps insight, and I'm talking about the cats. Now, there's been a lot of discussion about the cats, excuse me, and about vets. So I just want to you know, let's really quickly run through this. So the vets and the RSPCA are not there at your begging call every time you think that something's going wrong. Let's just put that out there straight. Yes, you can report, but you've got to be reporting accurately. So as someone I've worked in a lot of fields, by the way, and so has my wife. So we've got a lot of insight into these types of industries. And we, as a disabled animal, I take on disabled animals and other animals that people don't want. I see an awful lot of mistreatment to the animal before it comes to me. So it's our job then to baby and really bring it back to a sense of living where it was before just trapped in a cage or just left at a pet shop. So what I see, oh, thank you, I appreciate that. Yes, you'll see the gifts are off. I do all my lives gifts off. I've never had them on. It's not something that I've come to TikTok really to make a lifestyle on. I've made my money before I've come onto here, so I don't need it. But thank you, I really appreciate that. Yeah.
May as well clear it up, and the same for the Creator Fund. You know?
Oh, yes, and the same for the Creator Fund. I've never been on the Creator Fund. never even looked at it, to be honest with you. Hey, Quiet Panda. Yeah, so the cat's a house, they're in a home. That is a one-up on where they would have been. If they were ever a tree or a cattery or something, they've been rehoused. So that's a positive. There's 2 cats that have been rehoused. They've got a roof over their head. And in some way, I believe this is her first pet. So it really would. What?
I'm going to put look at Quirky's comment.
By the way, Andy, just waffle bear with him. He can't help. I waffle on all the time, but I need to explain myself. That's it. That's what I'm known for doing. I am a chief waffler. So let me carry on. I love stuff like that. So yes, so these cats are the house. It's her first pet. So you've got to give her a bit of time to get used to looking after animals. It's as clear as that. She's going to make, sorry, I find it really hard with the pronoun thing, so I will correct what I say, because I want to be respectful, obviously, and that's what it's all about. So it's probably a first pet.
There's some people are saying it's not the first pet, but well, okay.
Fair play. Well, have we got what the first pet was by any chance? That'd be interesting.
I had a hamster and a cat.
A hamster. So they've already have previous. Okay, that's cool. Right, but still, it's in a house. The cat's in a house. The cats. And they're being looked after. They will get worms. They will get fleas. That's just what cats get. You have to then obviously go to the vet. The fact that they haven't been there yet, and then you're trying to ring them preemptively, is just wasting the vet's time. Like, she's going to take them there. It's not that she's deliberately avoiding the pet shop. So it's as simple as that, guys, right? You've just got to not be so gung-ho on some minor issues. And as a guy who loves animals, I'd be first on it if I thought there was a real problem there. I really would. And as we go on, you're going to realise that I really do the homework and put the time in order to, follow these cases through by myself. So are you part of JoJo Misfits team? No, I'm not. No, never been. Canadian Angie. I used to appreciate what she used to do at the very beginning. Like I say, there's no hate for Jo herself. Like, I've got nothing personal against her. I see how has something personal against me, but it's just not the case. We haven't had an email DM back and forth. I've always liked her older videos before I used to do my lives, so I don't quite understand. Oh, actually, yes, I do. There are links, and I'll get into that later. I kind of understand where all that's come from. So, yes.
So I see a lot of people in the comments are saying that we'll call E Alphabet Orion, I don't want to say the wrong name, is now decided that they're getting rid of Diva, the older cat, and keeping the kitten. Oh. At no time are either of us condoning or saying any of the behaviour is right or wrong. This is more looking at the process that we've got to here. So phoning the RSPCA if you think there's an animal in danger or hurt or needing some attention is 100% the right thing to do.
Yes.
Nobody is saying that's not. That's where it should stop.
Yes.
Not then the moving on and the harassment of vets and things like that.
Yeah, going to the vets and having multiple people ringing them constantly isn't doing the animal, whatever animal that may be, any favours. It's quite simple. It's I don't really want to go too. I don't think the cat story is not really the main thing that I want to touch on, but I just wanted to have get it out there, have a conversation, see what everyone thinks. I think as long as the job's being done, then she's doing the job right, and it may take people longer than others, as we can all probably appreciate. Sometimes you need a little bit more time to get something done. Well, that's for everyone. You've got to give everyone that courtesy, So what I'm really wanting to get into is this council. Let's get into it. So there's been basically JoJo has said herself that she's got some extra insight into the council in order to report on Orion. She says that she's has access that would be normally not for you or I or for the public. She has this extra person that apparently is in the council. So I looked into that because I was kind of interested to see what she was talking about. And quite frankly, she's talking a whole load of nonsense. Absolute, what I would see as horseshit. I've never heard so much crap come out of one person's mouth when it comes to speaking about the council. And this is in two directions I'm going to go in with this. One is about the accommodation, which Jo is trying to rile everybody up about, which I find venomous and very poisonous and deliberate. I believe she doesn't know what she's talking about on that front. So obviously I wouldn't say it if I didn't look it up and find it out. And what I knew was kind of true before, but she is talking an absolute load of horseshit. And I'm so sorry for anyone that's got caught in this web of believing that Orion is in a particular type of accommodation. I am furious about this, and this is what I needed to get out about this, because I really, really don't like misinformation as she's put onto me So will actually prove, usually the person who's blaming you is actually doing the thing that they're blaming you for when it comes to this type of deal on social media. So what's actually happened is she's conflated 4 different types of living standard, that if you go to the council, that you have a particular type of category or number, whatever you fall into, or whatever council has got into a particular categories, right? And let's talk about these categories, because I'll tell you where she's preying on vulnerable people who's been through serious DV in their life and trying to mask it as some type of safety, some type of safety for all, everyone come in as vulnerable as you can be. And she specifically targets these people as well, and it really racks my head every time I hear her talking about it, because she's not telling the truth. The truth of the matter is, and I always do my research, so right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5 different types of housing when it comes to emergency or housing with the council, and you can have, there's a particular array of illnesses, disabilities, that whatever you have will put you into that category, right? So at the minute, it's being proposed that Orion is in sheltered accommodation. I'm right. For DV. Now, I don't know if you've just taken 2 minutes just to, I'll save you the time. It's not true. The building that Orion is in is actually a public building owned by a private landlord. So the actual building itself, right, is quite a big stack of rooms, but the council has brought some properties in that set of flats. Yes. Studio apartments, let's call them that, because that's how they're described. So the council, sorry.
They rent them from the landlord.
Yes. So the council rents for the council as an overflow for this particular type of vulnerability. So it's not a sheltered like me and you know, because I have worked on these types of buildings and I have to sign something before I go anywhere near it as a job. So you do not have contact or outside contact. Your life is in the hands of the council at that point, because they take away your authorship and you've given it over to them for you to be protected. So these buildings are out there, yes. But Jo, because I don't feel like she's done the homework herself, and that's just my opinion, hasn't looked at this properly. Because if you'd go and spend 2 minutes, you can find this information out. All this is public record. And I tell you what wouldn't be public record is that an emergency sheltered accommodation when it comes to DV. It wouldn't be out there publicly. That's part of them protecting you, securing you. So the fact that she's put it over as this is a particular type, which it isn't, is false. It's misinformation. She's wrong. It's not right at all. And the only reason, and she puts gifts on as well, as that I see it, is to go after the vulnerable in order to monetize her stuff, because I find it. I don't know about you, but me personally, I couldn't have this person in my life. Like I say, hey, I'm speaking to Orion.
It's too much Jo speaking to Orion's landlord.
Yeah, 100%. The fact that it's not her. Let's just put it this way, right? There's 4 I call minions, right? 4 of her little minions. And you know who you are, because I've gone through your stuff, so you must have caught me looking. But these are the type of people that really do twist politics in order to play their agenda. It is quite sick, the things that I've found out that these people are capable of. And this ain't no safety for the vulnerable. no way is this any place for safety of vulnerable people, and especially people who have suffered at the hands of DV, and you're portraying your channel like that. It's like you've got to come right if you're going to come in the awareness community and have your say, especially have a say about someone like me. Like, it's really quite cheap you're taking a shot at me. You know, my value is technically, there's nothing you can take from me. I don't get what this personal thing is with me. I'm quite a separate channel. I've covered Arina 3 times back in the day. Please go and have a look in my video so you can see where I stand with that. Wholeheartedly, I say it just as it is, back in my profile in my earlier videos. And yeah, we do make mistakes occasionally, you know. We do say things that can be interpreted and a narrative could be spun. That happens, but you got to let people grow. It's as simple as that. But what are we saying about the buildings as well is the link, the very link in that Jo says she's got. Well, it would be stupid of me, right, if I didn't go and have a look to see what she was talking about, see if there's any truth in it, like I said. So let's just put it like this. She hasn't got someone in of Arina's council, and she isn't getting private information that Joe Public couldn't even find anyway, right? Do you know when I rang up Evingsham?
Well, not dogs.
Yeah, but it's already on the. Okay, so I've already rang the council. I did get it wrong there, but my wife just said. So I did ring the council up myself. You know, the first thing I got, this is a police matter, go call the police. Like, there's nothing else that can be said. You can't get any further than that with the council. There's a block, you talk to them, you don't go anywhere else, they take your information, they'll get back to you.
Can you just clarify when you said it's a police matter, not about Orion, about somebody saying it's somebody in the council?
Yeah, sorry.
I think you're talking about Orion.
I'm going to clarify, sorry. The fact that you've let out that you've got contacts in the council, GDPR, you know, that little thing, do you know if you get that information and obtain it, then it's fraud if you've then portrayed yourself as someone else? You know, little things like that. So these are things that people know about, but the people that just talk and don't actually do anything, which is that other side, is they'll get it wrong. And they have done consistently. And I'm sick and tired of hearing Jo come on with a stern look, looking down her nose at you, you know, and especially in that, she's quite, what's the word I'm looking for? It's very, it's an arrogance, isn't it? Sinister, condescending. Well, come on, give me all the words. You tell me how it is, because I'm telling you, I'm not the only person who's feeling it. You know? Look at all of this. Like, if Joe's watching, like, look, this is how you're being perceived. Like, it's cool if you're doing awareness, but I'm not here to really, like, I'm not asking you to get off the app. I'm just asking you to change a little bit. You know, your anger isn't warranted, and especially the energy. And I think you get that anger from the 4 people that are doing all this in-betweening for you with information, right? I honestly think, I think it's them 4 that have got the information, and you're just a mouthpiece for it, because what you're saying half the time to people that know don't make any sense. Just like you said you've got someone in the council, doesn't make any sense. You said Orion is at a particular shelter, doesn't make any sense. It's a hate campaign, it's personal. Exactly, it's never personal. Like, once this is done, I'm done until I see something else, and then I go research it to see if it's worth putting on as awareness. You can't just stick the camera up, stick a live on and say, hi, you know, this is awareness. This is what we're doing today. Oh, do you know that person over there? Like, it's not, that's the drama side of things. Like, label yourself properly, you know. Like, I step into the FYP drama bit a little bit sometimes to have my say, and then I do my awareness, my main thing. You know, you can have an opinion, that's all right. But don't say I can have an opinion when you're trying to shut down someone else's opinion. Like, what a hypocrite. Like, this is what I mean. People ain't telling you this, and it ain't getting into your circle, Joe. So I'm putting a mouthpiece on it, because that's the type of guy I am. I can't have you on here going at people constantly telling me people ain't bullying people. Of course you are. I'll be honest with you, I'm a grown adult. I don't see myself as vulnerable, so I don't see bullying as a day-to-day thing, but I'm old enough to recognise that it does happen in particular circles. And this one is a particular circle. I'm glad to say it. She just said she's given one cat up as only allowed one cat. Well, that's grand. Sticking to the rules, not thumbing the nose up and saying, you. Good. Well, that's a good thing. You know, I think that would be better for her as well to have one. Concentrate on one. I know I've got 15, 20. I'm a bit of a hypocrite myself for saying it, but it's always good. You know, learn properly, and then, you know, you can share the love out a bit. But like I was saying, going back, so like I say, the horse crap that we've heard of the link in the council, that's nonsense. Oh. Hello, JoJo went for us 4 on one woman's say. JoJo went exactly. There's a absolute. It's almost like a blood pact. Like, they've all says it's their hill and that's what they're gonna protect. But they're not protecting anyone. Like, in fact, this is a common quote from this group. Is hey Talia, is that. This group always says you don't fit in. What on earth in a disabled, vulnerable community does that actually mean?
Your face doesn't fit.
Your face doesn't fit. What?
That's the quote that we've heard.
Yeah,
from
your
people.
face doesn't fit in. What does that even mean? Your face doesn't fit in. Well, if we're talking about one of these people, well, one of them loves to drop the M-bomb. Absolutely loves it. Sticks a song on, dropping the M-bomb with a big smile on her face. Like, I can't believe it. How was all this? Like, it blows my mind. This is the type of people that they've called themselves an awareness community people. It really is. It can get quite severe as well, and quite sinister to some people. Like, you can have your opinion, and then all of a sudden, there'll be 1 or 2 sort of triggering words, sort of, I call them landmine, claymore words, and you're labelled, you just name it. You're labelled every single one of them. And also, to call people, let's get this right, to call people pedalo supporters when they've got a question, like, straight away, and then kick them out? What the fuck are you playing at? Like, why would your reaction be so sinister when a simple question has been asked? And then you go on and you tirade the people. Look, I've got at least 4, maybe up to 10 people.
Can we just clarify, he said N, not M word?
N.
A racist
term. The N word. Oh, I forgot where I was now. So, yes, so this is the type of people we're dealing with here. Now, these people might have had some really shit upbringings and some real tragic stories and tales. And instead of using their experience to, you know, teach others and to learn from them, like, I've got to say it as it is. Some people turn into some really shit people. And unfortunately, even though some of them related to the the pedalo hunting community, did I say that right? Yeah, got to be PC about these things, are actually involved in this type of stuff, going after these vulnerable people. I can't believe this is even getting away with at this day and age. You know, we're in 2026. She says, we're in 2026. What are we still talking about like we're in the dark ages for? You know? I really don't understand this type of thinking, and it needs to die off. It's not acceptable to treat people so, you know, you can just drop them at a hat. You know, it's nice, yes, I get it on social media, you can block people. Hold on.
Can we just leave Jill alone in the chat? All right, she's allowed to have her opinion. If she's here supporting Joe, that's absolutely no problem at all.
Yeah, no problem.
Let's not all have a go at her for being a supporter. That's all right.
Yeah, that's fine. Look, I'd really want JoJo to come in and sort of explain herself. That'd be awesome. You know, let us all know, like, what... I've got a couple of follow-ups from this, which are going to either lead to just a council report or some type of maybe fraud investigation. And this is how serious this has got without...
No doxing addresses, please.
No doxing, you'll get blocked. You know, we're not having no numbers or anything like that. Get rid of them.
Even as your profile name, okay? Let's not be doing that.
Yeah, we're smarter than that. Come on. Give us more credit. At least be inventive. So, yeah, I'd love Joe to come to the table. But she blocked me without even saying anything to me, without a conversation, you know?
There again.
It's so sad, and you know, it's so bad. You know, that you'd have people coming in trying to dox as well. It's mad. Like, are you a part of that group? Do you think that's acceptable behaviour? It really isn't. Like, hasn't no one told you, like, whoa, maybe what you're doing is a little bit too far? You know, you're jumping onto someone's live and trying to dox people's addresses. What you doing? I can't believe it. It's like, what are you playing at? Can we grow up? Is there any chance of us growing up anytime soon? You know, please. So, like I was saying, I'd love her to come to the table and actually, you know, answer these very valid questions, because they're going to have to be followed up. It's what all awareness pages do. We always, good awareness pages, we follow up with our work. It's as simple as that, you know. Like I say, I'm not here to... this ain't an exposure. This ain't something that's going to reveal something you don't already know. It's just that it's not being put out there. And
this person keep coming.
And I think it's fair. What?
This person keeps coming back who's doxing addresses.
Oh dear. So we're going to be on top of it, mods, if you can. As soon as you see the addresses, just get rid.
It's their username. They keep making accounts and coming in. I don't know how many we've blocked now.
Which is good work, by the way. Thank you ever so much, all the mods. You are on it. Yeah, so I'd love her to have a say, but she won't, because she can't defend her actions. She can talk one way, looking down at her nose at you, call you all the things under the sun. And believe you me, I've been called everything on here. So it really doesn't, it's water off a duck's back. You're not hurting anyone, all you're doing is teaching bad behaviour. And that's quite frankly where I'm at with this part. You know, let's start being mindful of other people, and the fact that, you know, you can just chin people off and call yourself an awareness when these people are in some real serious situations. Let's have less of that. Let's have none of that, actually. That'd be grand, you know. Can we stop trying to manipulate people in order to go after people? And also your little Discord or WhatsApp groups, right? These are so poisonous, because it gives someone an opportunity also to get extra information on you. You know, if you're putting up a number, you're giving someone your mobile number, you know, you think you're just giving them a WhatsApp. It's not, you've given them your mobile number. Loads of things can be done with this types of information, and these people really do manipulate that, because in some level, they're doing good work. They are, because I know one of them associates with a pred hunting team. Man, I'm all for that type of stuff, you know? But it's so... Sorry, the dog agrees. It's so sad to hear people that have this capability on the internet acting like this, quite frankly, I think is really poor behaviour from you. I think people who are at the top of these teams should vet these people a little bit, or are they even a part of it? Because they're known for BSing. Like, BS comes out of the mouth almost on a daily basis, but are they actually in there? I'd love to name one of them, I really would, because, well, haven't we had a bit of an odd back and forth, which now I fully understand. Yo.
Just going to turn the comments off for a couple of minutes, and hopefully that will get rid of the bots that are keep coming in and putting the address. The last thing that either of us want is information from this live to go out with somebody's address in it. It's not on, we're not condoning doxing anybody's address, so I'll leave the comments off for a minute and hopefully people will disappear and the bots will stop.
And can I just say as well, on top of that, is that I must be saying something right in order for people to be doing that. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm drinking Fanta. I need to take a famotidine. So, yeah, we're just going to chill that out just a minute, and hopefully that annoying flea will go away. Fingers crossed. We'll get a second or two. I can't just, seriously, it amazes me, but it makes me more passionate. Do you know, when people that do stuff like this, like, it only goes me on to do more. Like, you're not stopping me from doing what you're doing. Like, that's the thing. You think it's annoying? It's not. We can be removed. It's a click of a button. Like, we don't take it that personal, but we won't have doxing. Like, whoever that is, please give yourself a chance. Let's turn the comments back on. Let's rock. Right, let's go. No, I do not condone any of Alphabet behaviour. No. I've never condoned what she's done in the past either. Please go look at my other videos. But this is more about Joe. I'm not going to get so much into Orion Alphabet. So, yeah, let me just... So what's your... Oh, thank you. Appreciate it, Pockers. Thank you. So what do you think out there? What am I saying too much? Is what I'm saying correct? Do you think that when you're talking awareness can merge into bullying when stuff gets way too personal?
Let's just get some extra help.
Do you need a 10 extra? Yes, please, Quirky. Yeah, that'd be appreciative. Thank you. Just sorting it out.
2 seconds to... some reason it won't let us.
Gotta say, it's hot tonight, isn't it? Hey?
It won't let us add you. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, sorry. We just need to sort some things out, and it's...
That should be
I'll add 100 moderators if we need to keep them out of the chat. I'm telling you, we'll get there.
only like
How many?
30.
All right. Okay, fair enough. Appreciate it, Quirky. So, I'm not... Yeah, so this is the thing. This ain't a personal attack about JoJo. Like, I'm just correcting what she said. And to come back at me at some... Like, I'm putting out misinformation, what I say is incorrect, yada, yada, yada. Like, it doesn't even compare to what she said in the past week. Her anger knows no bounds. There's no full stops going on. And this is, I feel, what this is all about. Is something needs to be said publicly, so it's heard, recorded, so it's there. And then maybe she might listen, she might not. And that is what it is at the end of the day. But I feel like people need a fair shake at stuff. And I feel like this was the one for me. Like I say, it's just been too long of her shouting at people, dismissing people, blocking people who have opposite opinions, all that type of stuff, you know. I was fed up with it. I've had since I've last come live, I've had 3 lives, 6 series, some absolute nonsense been made up, and it's I've kept my mouth because it's been hilarious, you know, that sort of stuff you've got to laugh at, because it's amazing how people come up with this type of stuff all on their own. Or is it? No, it isn't, because unfortunately these 5 people are in a certain couple of creators mods, right? And these couple of creators mods always have the same opinion. They all talk the same stuff, so I know where it's come from. It's just that they've not been able to let it stick, so they've given it to you. You've got second-hand used I don't know, information. So this is what Jo always sounds like. She always sounds like she's putting out information as fact that's already been put out there. Like, it's not correct. She's not right. I feel the way she's doing awareness has nothing to do with awareness. It's about building a community, an echo chamber. And what she's going to do with that, well, that's up to her. You know, I've got no problem with that. You know, if she wants to go off and do her own thing, whatever that may be, no problem. But don't go masquerading around TikTok, calling, you know, pointing out, oh, you're bad, when you're not even a whole yourself. You're 5 people rolled up into one, and all you're doing is putting out, first of all, really old information. So the stuff you keep on bringing back up is like from when you first started. So I'm wondering if you're watching your videos and maybe regurgitating what you used to say as some type of fact, like the Joe Public's stupid or something, man. We remember that type of stuff. And if you're going to go down the line of, oh, well, you've got to constantly do it because then awareness needs to get put out there. No, that's not the case. There's loads of people on TikTok that you can do awareness about, and you can keep it fresh. You know, it's as simple as that. Like I say, I don't feel like I need to go really on much more with this with Jo. I feel like maybe
just giving her bullet points so that in case people have missed exactly the things.
So 1, let's go through bullet points. 1,
talk about when awareness becomes bullying.
So when the awareness becomes bullying is when you've taken it personally. And if you find yourself every day talking about the same person in a negative light and trying to trip them up constantly, these are signs of bullying. It's constant harassment. Now, Cam 2s are different. Like, Cam 2s can watch a rhino whenever they want. I ain't got that's more awareness than what Jo's been doing. Like these Cam 2s, because people can watch for themselves, make their own mind up. But unfortunately, what's happening, instead of the awareness community keeping straight and saying, look, like, you've got to be honest with what you're saying and you've got to pull out the right information. With JoJo, she's gone on a curve, on her own personal mission to somehow go, like, come on, you're ringing the dude's vets. Yes.
We answer that comment.
So you agree with her so-called abuser is now living in this... So you agree with her so-called abuser is now... How do you know what Orion reported to the council? Because they told you. Right, I think that's enough said. Like, don't believe everything you hear on TikTok because it's made for drama, and this is exactly it. Like, do you really reckon the council would put am I right saying that? The abuser of someone right next door to them? It doesn't make sense. And good old Judge Judy, if it don't make sense, it ain't true. So, look, you've got to believe the person, and I wouldn't believe anything Orion says. I take it with a pinch of salt. Right? Because you can't. It's deliberate. It's almost like Angie and her mum. Like, now Angie's in on, and her mum's in on the act. And everyone's using, oh, I need to Oh, that was another one. That was another out of the way. Jo went to, and even admitted it herself, she went to the social services. Like...
Angie's mum.
About Angie's mum. Delusive Angie's mum. What are you doing? That's TikTok drama. It blows my mind. Yeah.
Andy also didn't mean there that they've put the alleged abuser next door. He meant in the same place.
In the same place, sorry. Yeah.
And again, I think this is where it comes to the fact we need to give, now you don't all shoot me down as soon as I say it, but the council a little bit of credit. If they are given a report in to investigate, give them a chance to investigate that there's been something, a lie has been said, if a lie has been said. I think a lot of people are thinking nothing is getting done, but you have to give the council a little bit of credit to go, if a number of reports have come in, let's investigate the report.
Oh, hold you put a full stop in it there. Right, let's have a talk about this other thing that she's talking absolute ridiculous on. Oh, I'm so glad you reminded me. Thank you. Right. When you put independent reports of the same thing into the council that's identical, after 3, if I'm right, it may be less now, maybe, but as far as I'm aware, 3 different reports, someone's got to look into it. She's telling you that individual reports don't count. They've got to be grouped up together. You couldn't be any wrong again. Jo, you're saying things that are ridiculous and daft and wrong. Like, they don't make sense to people that have safeguarded people, that have qualifications in this and looking after vulnerable people, you know, who's lived it, who's got family members, you know, they're every sort of shake and spice of life. We've been it. And for you to say to someone like us as a platform that we're not good enough is, quite frankly, ridiculous. And the things you've been saying is water off a duck's back. It goes right over my head. But I'll always come back, like I say, and I think, but I'll always come back, sorry, and we'll always have a reply when it's justified, you know. This is what I mean. People take TikTok way too seriously nowadays. You just need to ease off a little bit. It isn't that serious, you know? And when it does, allow people that can burden responsibilities to reach out and help you, you know? If you're being shut off in a community, that isn't a helping community. It's not a loving. Don't surround yourself with those types of people, you know? People that want to support you. But be careful, because on here, there's people that masquerade as, you know, butter wouldn't melt. This is the safest spot. It's all just for numbers and money. And that's cool. For some people it is. But don't go saying it's not, you know. Oh, we're saying this. It is. You've made money off my name, Jo, a couple of times now. And let's talk about these donations, why we're here. Right? Something that, do you know when you just feel something dodgy and it ain't the weird pot noodle you had the night before, right? What are you talking about? What is? Yeah, what are you trying to pull our leg to tell us? Because I'm going to assume, like, this is just me. Can I just say, this is just me free thinking now. So I'm just going to free think for just a second, just on the face of it. So you've got someone that needs information to be kept in the public sphere, that all their money goes to charities, right? And I know that she is on benefit. So it seems a bit of a cover to me. I've got to be quite frank. And also a little something whilst I was investigating is that it depends who you are in that community. If you fit in, she'll help you. But if you don't fit in and you're not a particular type of person, she won't. She'll kick you out. Do you know, if you even at a point where you needed to have a conversation, let's say, on something as unfortunate, trigger warning, as a dying child, right? If you wanted to go and need to talk to someone, JoJo will kick you out. What happens is, if you don't fit in, you'll be called something, a landmine issue. Oh, don't you worry, we're coming to that. You'll get a landmine issue of the day. Everyone will stub their nose up at you, and you'll be discarded. Right? It doesn't matter what issue you've got at the time, and that isn't an awareness. That isn't a vulnerable come and join our community. I don't to my. Yeah, I think I might go on some myself.
Unfortunately, that's not the only person we've heard saying that. Yeah,
can I just say, that's not just one person. That's not a specific subject either, or anything. That's generally, like, I'm giving you this is sort of, you couldn't, in my head, you can't get any worse or bad of a community, especially when they say they're accepting everyone, to discount and discard without no follow-up or given a number for help. Like, I'm all about Samaritans, that's me, I'd love to diagnose a little bit more about me, but I just can't. You got to be careful what you put out on the internet, I used to spend ages helping people from her lives. The others, I can't really, let me press it. Right. The others laughed about them. About them at times. They do. I know for a fact that they'll put on a face, but as soon as you get in that WhatsApp chat, it's if you don't, I keep coming back to it. If you don't fit in, why wouldn't your face fit in? I would love that. So some bullet points at the minute is, I want to hear JoJo's response.
Respond to this comment.
Is your aim to rage bait? I don't even know what that's all about. Rage bait seems his opinion with no receipts. Everything I'm saying is public record. You can go and find it. It's on TikTok, And let me tell you something. I will be reposting all the stuff that I'm talking about, that JoJo's actually has come out of JoJo's mouth herself, and plus that other N-bomb dropping like it's nothing. I'll be reposting that as well. I'll be releasing all of it. The reason why I'm talking and showing it and not showing information is because there's a bit of dispute when it comes to the trademark, because I've done some digging, and I don't think it's a very credible one, because it all sounds good when at one time in life you've done something and it's helped your cause. But I know that there's 2 addresses that Jo is mixing up, and I don't think she's redone her new address. And also, the fact if she tries then to use that is another offence. You can't do that. You can't threaten people as well with stuff that you haven't got. Like I say, there's a few things that if I don't hear about from JoJo herself, then I'm going to follow up with it like I always do. And this ain't clout chasing. This ain't about nothing. It would all involve money and, gaining and all the rest of that. I'm not about that. I've come on here. I've made the followers I have off just doing videos. I've had a couple of lives back in a couple of years ago. I think now, a couple of years ago. But it's never ever been like that, And for those who want to do it, crack on. You go do it. But if you're going to do it and then put this, we're a bastion for vulnerable people, you're going to get people like me come out and have my say about it, which I have. Wife.
And can I just say, the people who keep saying, can you show us receipts? Can you show us receipts? So Andy will repost all the videos, but see all the private messages. Like,
oh yeah.
Can I just say, you have no idea the amount of private messages both myself and
thousands.
Andy
Thousands.
Under no circumstance would we ever show any of these.
And can I just say, while we're talking about the people that message, if I haven't responded to you, hello, welcome. I'm glad you can be here. And we're going to be doing more lives, I'm sure, in the coming few months as well. And there's other things going on, other trips we're having. So, yeah.
The reason that people will send us information and let us know things that are going on is because they know that that information is then safe. We're not going to put it across the whole of TikTok.
No, I'll say it. I'm good with that. Yeah. So
people are asking for to show evidence that these people have been hurt by the misfits. So.
Oh, are you being serious? Do you honestly think I would hashtag no doxing? That means nothing private. If it's public, fair game. Like JoJo's put all her stuff out on public. It's fair game. Like the private stuff, you can't have. Do you know, I really would feel really uncomfortable with doing stuff like that anyway. Do you know, if I just set up an account and, you know, blagged it, said I was someone else and start, like, my moral compass don't do that. Like, I couldn't do that to people. You know, I have more respect for fellow human beings, you know, than to use something in order to trash someone. It's ridiculous. Like, it's quite petty and immature. You know, I'm almost 40, like, so it's, yes, I know, I can't believe you're not 50. I get it, you know. But, yeah, so follow up. I'm going to, hopefully, in 5 minutes... Oh, bless your heart, EQ. We love you too. Always have, always will. So in about 5 minutes, there's going to be other shows that are going to have all the, you want to open boxes and have conversation. That's cool. Go over to Pockers, EQ. Who else? I'm sure they're all out there doing it.
Pocker's comments, we can pin him so you know where to find him.
Yeah, if Pocker's comments, then we can pin him up and show you where you can have a little bit more of an open say on the discussion at hand. All opinions welcome. Yeah. There we go.
70.
I know. I look it with the grey, mate. I get it. You know?
We want a face reveal, so let me just...
Oh, sorry.
Hi, Quirky. There you go. The dog.
And a dog as well. So, yes, we've got a house full of animals. House full of love. But yeah, please, go over to Pockers. Have this conversation. Have it out. I'm going to come over after I've just had 2 minutes. I'm going to have a coffee.
Before you come on.
Oh, we've got one more.
If we can give just one direct message, and if somebody can get it too, because I know that JoJo's blocked Andy. So one direct message to you is, there are a couple of things that you have said that will need followed up if you don't come back and disprove it. That being, you're working with somebody in the council. Unfortunately, the term that people might recognise as a mandatory reporter, although that's a generalised term, I'm just using that. We have an issue.
We have a duty of care over someone here.
So it needs to be clarified. Either what you have said is incorrect, you're not working with somebody who's giving you, who's breaking data protection, GDPR. So either you don't have that and that needs to be clarified, or you do have that and then it will need to get taken to the next step. Yeah, which is police. It's a fraud investigation. The council have asked. There's no shadow of a doubt about it. So please, would you come out, clarify to us, were you talking crap or are you talking crap? Is where I'm at with it, because, like I say. So yes, I'm going to bring this live to a close with the dog rolling on the floor. Please go over to Pockers. Thank you everyone that's in the comments, and we will repost every single thing that I've been talking about. Look at my reposts. They're there in the normal TikTok FYP as well. So, you know, go over to all those good channels. If you want to watch Alphabet and have a say, get into EQ's Cam 2. She's watching her all the time. Like, that's the place, you know, go do that.
But don't, like I say you're a safety for this community of awareness when I think we've rolled out tonight that it's questionable. So we're looking for a response.
Thank you for all the likes you won't even have noticed.
Thank you for all the likes. Sorry, I'm just staring at a screen. I love you all.
Thank you for all the new followers. I see there's a lot of people who have followed.
Oh, wow. So thank you ever so much. God bless you. Love you all, seriously.
And to anybody has been affected, please take care. And if you've been affected by anything that has gone on or anything that people have said to you from the group, look after yourself, be kind to yourself, and step away. It's
and
not
also, there's loads of people that you can talk to. There are people out there waiting to listen. And like I say, Samaritans all day long, 24/7. Don't feel like you're alone. You know, there's people that if you really need to outreach, I am here. If I can catch your message, that's cool. Like I say, I'll try my best, but it gets quite hard now. So look after yourself, you know, spread some love. Let's not be all doom and gloom all the time. And I think I'm going to put a full stop in it there.
Go and join Pockers.
Get your ass over to Pockers. Let's carry on the conversation. Take care, and I'll see you later. Bye for now. Oh, wow, I say that. No.
Nope.
Where?
Click the wrong button.